In this video, I'll be sharing with you interview questions, useful tips, and everything you need to know to guarantee you a job with iTutorGroup. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, a very big welcome to you. My name is Lethu and thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please do press that red subscribe button down below to join the fam, and let's get into today's video. So I managed to get a job as an online English tutor, and I thought I'd share some tips and tricks to help you get the same job. So in this video, I'll be telling you who's eligible to apply for the job. I'll go through interview questions you can expect, some tips to help you answer those questions, equipment and uniform you'll need to work from home, the training you'll undergo, and of course the salary. So I will be speaking about it in this order, but I will leave timestamps in the description box below in case you want to skip to certain parts. Now let's get into the video. So according to the minimum requirements on the company's website, you will need a bachelor's degree in order to apply. You'll also need a TEFL, TESL, or TESOL certificate. If you don't already know, these are certificates to teach English as a foreign or second language. The TEFL is the most popular one, and companies will typically require a 120-hour TEFL certificate, so make sure you don't do anything less than that. So you can take your TEFL course online. I did mine with a company called itoitefl, and I think right now the course costs around 1,700 Rand, but I have heard that Daddy's Deals offers really great deals for way less than that. I think they have the course for around 500 Rand right now, so I will link both companies in the description box below so that you guys can check them out. And then you'll need 1 year of teaching experience. Now when I applied, I didn't have 1 year of teaching experience, but I got the job anyway, so I'm assuming that they're a bit more flexible and more lenient with that. So just give it a try and see how it goes, even if you don't have that 1 year of teaching experience. So to apply for the job, you'll have to go to the company's website under the Become a Teacher tab, but I will leave the link to their website in the description box as well. So when it comes to the interview, you have the option of either having an automated interview or having your interview with a recruiter. So I personally feel like the automated interview is a lot easier and a lot less stressful. That's what I did. You basically just have a recording of someone asking you 5 questions. You're given a few seconds to answer the questions and your answers are recorded. However, if you do choose to have your interview with a recruiter, you will be given a sample lesson to prepare and teach during the interview. So with the automated interview, you have 5 questions like I said, but you'll get 3 different kinds of questions. So the first kind of question you'll get will be based on your teaching experience. Now, if you don't have teaching experience, you can think back to times where you taught someone something, or when you were demonstrating or tutoring, anything like that. And so they asked me, what's my best quality as a teacher? Now, you need to remember that you'll be teaching online and you'll be teaching kids from all over Asia. Some of these kids don't know a single word of English, so you need to show them that you're someone who is patient and kind, because those are some of the qualities that will really get you through the job. You'll also get scenario-based questions. So for instance, they can ask you, if you're teaching a 10-year-old colors and they don't respond to any of your questions to show that they understand the target language, what do you do? So in this case, you need to show them that you know that there are different ways of teaching the same concept, and that there are different methods of eliciting answers, and that you don't rely on one method to teach a concept or one method to elicit answers. And they also asked me, if you're teaching a 6 or 7-year-old the word serpent, and as soon as you show them a picture of a serpent, they start screaming and crying on the other end of the screen, what do you do? So in this case, it's important to demonstrate exactly what you would do in that situation. You need to show them once again that you're someone who's very patient and someone who is understanding. So do exactly what you would do in that situation and just be as friendly as you possibly can be. The last kind of question will be to test your ability to communicate fluently in the language. So they asked me, if you had to choose between the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, who would you choose? Now, obviously, this question has nothing to do with the actual job. It's just to test your confidence and your ability to speak fluently. So make sure to elaborate and just have fun with the question. So you're going to need Wi-Fi, and the company also recommends that you have an Ethernet cable in order to have a fast and secure connection. So I bought my Ethernet cable from Game for 60 Rand. It's a 5-meter Ethernet cable, but the shorter ones are a lot cheaper. You'll also need a pair of headsets. I bought mine for 200 Rand at Musica. You don't need anything fancy so long as it has a mic attached to it. You'll also need a red polo t-shirt. It has to be plain without any logos or prints on it. But of course, you can get away with having like a small logo maybe at the bottom of the t-shirt, so long as it's not going to be visible on screen while you're teaching. And then finally, you're going to need a backdrop. So you have 3 options here. You can either print out an A2 chart with the company's logo on it, or you can have multiple A4 papers with the company's logo on each, stick them together and have your backdrop. Or you can get creative and have anything fun and interesting in your background, so long as you have the company's logo clearly visible while you're teaching. So I obviously know that some of these things may be difficult to get right now because of the lockdown, but you can use this time to work on your TEFL certificate because it does take a few weeks to get through, and then hopefully once you're done you can start purchasing some of these items. Training will include watching a number of videos where they give you tips on how to teach English online, all the do's and don'ts, and tutorials on how to maneuver the websites and the online classroom. So after every video you will get a quiz, but they are very simple, straightforward questions, so it's nothing to worry about. So you have 25-minute sessions with a base salary, emphasis on base salary of 30 Rand, and 45-minute sessions with a base salary of 40 Rand. So your monthly salary will be based on the number of hours you teach, the number of students you teach, and your ratings. So you are required to work a minimum of 5 hours per week, but you can work for as many hours as you'd like, and you show them when you're available via a timetable on their website. And then they will allocate lessons and students to you based on your availability. You can get up to 6 students per lesson, and after every lesson the students will rate you. So for example, let's say you have a 45-minute session with 4 students. Because the base salary of a 45-minute session is 40 Rand, that means that you'll get 160 Rand for that lesson alone. And then after they rate you, that amount will increase depending on your rating. So I can't really give you a fixed amount because it depends a lot on those 3 factors: the number of students you teach, the number of hours you teach, and your ratings. And that brings me to the end of today's video. If you found it useful, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below if you'll be applying for this job, if you have any questions, and if you can recommend any other online tutoring companies. Leave it all in the comment section below. And of course, please share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next upload. Bye.